Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well and being safe given current circumstances with coronavirus and lockdown. And I hope everyone's taking care of themselves physically and mentally. And I've just saw this video on Instagram, so I thought I'd just give my 2 cents.
This is the post I've wanted to create since I changed my lifestyle habits 6 months ago. It's been brewing for a while and it's a bit controversial and it might lose me a few followers, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You do you, it's fine. I'm going to talk about the V word. The word I've been so scared to use, careful about how and where I put it, trying not to offend anyone or get shut down myself.
So this is the first thing that strikes me as really odd, because the word vegan means being kind, caring, compassionate towards animals, and it should be a really positive word. I know there's sort of anti-vegans or people who don't like veganism, but on Instagram, mainly the people that are following you and that take interest are actually vegan or on the way to being vegan anyway. So yeah, really strange why she wouldn't want to use it or is scared to use it. Perhaps because she isn't, but we'll find that out soon.
Time is time enough. I am vegan. I am a vegan!
I am plant-based. I am vegetarian.
And I do my absolute best to be vegan. But
So she says she does her absolute best to be vegan. We'll see why that's up for debate in a moment.
I am nowhere near perfect. Nowhere near. And if you don't fancy listening to the rest of this, long story short, you don't have to be the perfect vegan to call yourself a vegan.
I do agree that you don't have to be perfect, but you do actually have to be vegan in order to call yourself vegan.
You don't. I thought I did, but you definitely don't. Sometimes I eat honey. I'm a single girl living alone in a flat by herself. But if bills are tight one month, I'm not going to spend £2.50 on a jar of maple syrup when I could spend 39p on a jar of honey.
Okay, so there's a couple of issues with this. Firstly, that there's actually alternatives to buying honey. You could buy sugar, or you could actually just not buy it at all. It sounds like you've cut meat out your diet and other things, so this would just be another thing off your list. And I think for someone in this sort of position, you're just on the way to veganism. You're not quite there yet, and that's fine. People take time transitioning, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the other thing is that bee and honey production is just a really exploitative industry. They cut the wings off the queen bees, and they cull a lot, as in they kill them, kill a lot of bees during honey production. And bees are really important for the environment. You can take a look into this yourself, but there's a few reasons why vegans don't buy honey.
If I'm out on a walk with my dad and he fancies some coffees, but the only coffee shop around only has cow's milk, then I'll have that little bit of cow's milk. I allow myself to do.
Okay, so there's an issue with this as well. Milk is produced on the basis that they artificially inseminate cows every 9 months and they take their calves away. And it's just sexual exploitation, abuse, and murder on quite a large scale. And that's why vegans, when they see dairy, they're really, really against it. It's a terrible industry and it's just really unethical. And when I see milk, I don't see something to drink. I just see it as animal abuse. And I think almost every vegan is the same when it comes to that as well.
These things.
And yeah, you could have just drank black coffee, black tea, or just not drank, or just not even gone to the coffee shop. I'm sure you could have survived without. So it just comes down to, was it a necessity? No, it wasn't.
These small moments, because I know I have done more than enough, 100-fold even, good for myself and the environment in every meal I've had that day, that week, that month. I know I'm
Morality doesn't actually work like that. If I'm nice to 3 people, that doesn't mean I can absolutely abuse the 4th person. That's not how it works. Really strange way of looking at things.
doing good. So none of this, oh, but you had a little bit of cow's milk. I thought you were vegan. You're not vegan then. No. I am vegan. I'm just not a dick.
So she calls people that care about animals enough to not to pay into these industries dicks, which sums up this video really.
I am absolutely trying my hardest to be vegan. Second thing,
are you though? Are you?
It's okay to call myself a vegan and not be an animal activist. You won't see me in town and...
Well, she's not even vegan to begin with, and now she's talking about different activism and advocacy. So, quite a strange tangent to go off on.
Square, all in black, wearing a mask, with a screen in front of me showing pigs being slaughtered. That's not going to happen.
Just want to add this in here. If you are an activist and you do go to protests and stuff, like, that's totally cool. I 100% respect that. Like, brilliant.
Thanks, but no one does it for people's respect. We do it because we're trying to stop animal abuse and we're trying to promote animal liberation.
Don't want people to think they need to do that in order to be vegan. I don't want that to put them off being vegan.
I'm doing this for my health.
There's loads of different types of activism. She's just talking about the ones which is like, proper demonstrations or actions. Even sharing posts and doing different things or talking to your friends. Those are all different types of activism and they're all equally valid.
I'm doing it for the environment. And yeah, okay, I'm doing it to prevent the slaughter of animals because that is quite sad. But that's not...
That is quite sad. You see how she says it so blasé and so nonchalantly? If you were properly vegan, you wouldn't be saying it like that. It's a really horrific and cruel industry and it's really abhorrent and we're completely against the abuse of animals. And it's just really strange that she would say it like that. I think she probably hasn't watched the proper footage or knows enough about animals and how they're treated in animal agriculture.
My main reason, and that's okay that it's not. I am just as much part of the vegan community as anyone else. I go through tubs of news.
Yeah, she's right. She's as part of the vegan community as much as anyone else. Meaning if they eat meat or drink milk or do all these other things, go hunting. Yeah, you're as much of the vegan community as they are. Yeah, absolutely right.
I have egg replacer. I use vegan shampoo.
I own vegan cookbooks.
So apparently if you buy vegan products, it's like a vegan membership card now. I'm going to send some vegan cookbooks to my friends. I'll make them vegan, I guess.
Stop being so judgmental about what everyone else does. Put people down.
Yeah, we all judge people to a certain extent if they're, doing immoral acts.
For making mistakes. Say they're not good enough. Say, you can't be part of our club because you stepped on a bee. That's not helping. It's not...
Well, the difference with stepping on a bee is that it's an unintentional act. When you buy milk or buy honey, those are intentional.
Encouraging people. You're making people scared. You're making people scared to become vegan like I was. I saw one vegan account.
She keeps making veganism about, humans and what they think. It's a very egotistical view.
Said, only moral vegans. If you're not vegan for the animals, unfollow.
I might change mine to that. Thanks for the idea.
I mean, that's not very encouraging, is it? Man, and then there was this whole animal holocaust thing. Like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Well, you're not touching veganism with a 10-foot pole either.
I don't know what was going on there, but I want nothing to do with it. Okay, this is not the time to get stressed. I've just had yoga, so I should be super zen. My view, even the smallest changes, like changing from cow's milk to oat milk, is gonna make a huge difference, and I fucking salute you. Nothing but praise and thanks from me. Speaking of thanks, I need to thank, I think, Veggie Meg and Vegan Jack. They both posted really recently about this subject, and it's given me the confidence to speak out about it myself as well. And to everyone who's followed me, who's liked a post, who's left a lovely comment, especially in lockdown,
So one minute she's saying they're really scary, vegans are really scary, and the next she's talking about how positive they are. She changes what her view and perception of vegans based on what point she's trying to make.
found that so lovely and so comforting and felt like I was part of something a little bit bigger. So let's all try and change this scary word, the word people like me a while ago would have been really scared of, into a nice word, a more open word that people won't be scared to use.
that word is plant-based, just all-encompassing for people like yourself. And I don't know why you're so afraid to use the word plant-based. Why can't you use the P word?
But won't be scared to be associated with. I love you all. Let's be nice to each other. Let's look out for each other. Eat your vegetables. And one more time for fun. I am vegan!
Okay, so that was a completely awful video. But you see the point, she contradicts herself quite a bit. She's saying that she's scared to use the V word and all these other things, and then she's shouting, I am vegan. Really contradicting points she's making. But thanks for watching my video and hearing what I have to say. I think a lot of people that I've spoken to actually do feel the same way about this. Veganism is a social justice movement. It isn't a diet or a personal choice in that sense. These personal choices of, buying honey and buying milk, they have a direct consequence and a bad impact upon certain animals. And she's talking about being environmental. Well, buying honey is not environmental at all. So thanks, and I hope you have a good day.